Hi guys, it's Coach Anthony back at you with another edition of Animate, bringing chess to life. Continuing the theme of Indirect Attack, we will look at another basic winning position, Queen and King versus King. In this position, we have a lone king on the board, and it's time for the hunt to begin. The main idea being that we would like to push that king to any edge of the board, and that is the first rank, the H file, the 8th rank, or the A file. Any one of these edges is where we would like to push the white king to. How do we do that? Luckily for us, the queen is so powerful that she can do this all by herself. So let's explain how she does this. First thing we may notice is that the white king is on the 4th rank. So what we would ideally like to do is to place our queen on the 5th rank. So we look at possible squares on the 5th rank that our queen can go to, and we see they're not that many, but we do see the queen can go to d5 or the queen can go to g5. Obviously our queen doesn't want to go to d5 because it will be toast, so let's place our queen on g5. What this does now is limit the white king. The king, the white king that is, can either stay on the 4th rank or step back to the 3rd rank. It cannot come forward because we remember a king is not allowed to go to any square where it would be in check. So it's not allowed to cross the 5th rank. So all it can do is stay on the 4th rank or go to the 3rd rank. So the king could stay on the 4th rank, which would be of more resistance. Stepping backwards just makes our life easier. So let's see that in action. If the white king steps backwards to the 3rd rank, we with our black queen, you got it, come forward to the 4th rank. Now here's a little secret. If we're able to stay an L shape away from the king, it is the best way in order to push it back, because we can use its power of a bishop to cut off more squares. So once again, let's see that in action. So our queen lands on f4, and we see the power of the queen as it slices the diagonal. So all these squares are no longer available to the white king. So once again, the white king has only got the option of staying on the 3rd rank, or you have to step back to the 2nd rank. And as we see, if you step back to the 2nd rank, it makes our job even easier. So let's see what happens if the king stays on the 3rd rank. Well, we simply chase the white king, stay in an L shape away. We stay on the 4th rank and chase. Now, what this does is once again give the white king the choice of either going back to the 2nd rank or staying on the 3rd rank. But this time, if the king stays on the 3rd rank, once again we're getting closer to the target area, which is either the A file or the 1st rank. So we can see the king go into the 2nd rank. So once again, we chase with our queen and we go down to the 3rd rank, leaving the king with a hard choice. Either you go to the A file or you go to the 1st rank. So the king has chosen to go to the 1st rank, and something very important here, we want this king to stay on the 1st rank, so that means we have to bring our queen to the 2nd rank, and now this king is officially in the cage of doom. What do I mean by that? Well, The only choice of the white king is to literally use these squares here, and it's just in a cage. It cannot go anywhere. So congratulations, the first part of the job is done, which is done by the queen. Now it's time for our king to make an appearance. So white to move. Right, so the whole idea is that we would like to bring our king until we are opposite the white king. The whole idea of bringing the king is the queen can't checkmate by herself. She's going to need someone to hold her hand while she attacks the king, because we know that checkmate is placing the king in check so that they cannot capture, block or run away. So let's see it. Unfortunately, the white king can only run backwards and forward like a headless chicken, while the black king approaches ominously. And now we are in the key position, and it's time for checkmate. The black king controls the following squares, A2 and B2. So this means that the black queen is able to sit on either of these squares, place the white king in check, and finish the game. Here we go. Checkmate. In this position, once again, we have a lone black king, and the idea is obviously to checkmate that king. Upon closer observation, we can see that the black king is closest to the A file and the 8th rank. So it would make sense for us to try to push the king back to one of these. Now, we also notice that the black king is on the 6th rank, so we could try and find a square on the 5th rank. Now, if you cannot find a square that's an L shape immediately, then don't worry about it. You will get it at some point. And in this situation, we've got the black king trying to remain on the 6th rank for as long as possible. So hopefully you know what to do here, and that is queen to E5, which will make sure that we're an L shape away from the king. And there we go. Leaving the black king only a few options, and that is either step back or remain on the 6th rank. And if you remain on the 6th rank, you will go, the black king will end up closer to the A file. So in this scenario, we've got the black king stepping back, and yes, we have the white queen moving forward to the 6th rank, leaving the black king a choice between a rock and a hard place. Either you go to the A file or you go to the 8th rank. Either one, we don't care. We're going to get you where we need you. So we have the black king running back to the 8th rank, and we make sure we keep that black king stuck in the cage of doom. Now all the black king can do is run backwards and forward like a headless chicken, and we quite simply march our king. So our king marches up towards the black king, reason being that we want to give the queen a square it can sit on to checkmate the king. And as you see, here we go. And right now, a little pop quiz for those of you who are more advanced. How many ways can white checkmate the black king? Hopefully you've had a look and you have come with a few squares. So let's look at all the squares that are definitely checkmate. Well, we want the white queen to sit right next to the king, so we have A7 as a checkmate square. We also have B7 as a checkmate square. Now notice the king cannot leave the 8th rank, so that means if the queen's able to get to the 8th rank at all, then it will be checkmate. So we also have D8 as checkmate, E8 as checkmate, F8 as checkmate. So that means if the queen lands on any of these squares, it will be checkmate. So you have 5 different ways of toasting that black king. Which one shall we choose? I think I'll just go for the A7. There we go. Checkmate. In summary, when dealing with the king and queen versus king position, the key point to remember is use your queen to push the king to the side of the board. That is the A file, the first rank, H file, or the 8th rank. Remembering to stay an L shape away if possible. Bring your king in to help the queen deliver checkmate. As a side note, there are other techniques that will achieve the same result. However, practice this position as much as possible as it is a must-know skill. Please like and subscribe, and see you all on the next video.